And okay, question one. Okay, so got mistake. Let me know. How was the paper one? Was it hard? Yeah. Okay, question one. The answer is what? The answer is number four. Okay, so which of the following has the digit 5 in the hundred thousands place? So if you look at number one, this is 5,000s place, thousands place. This is hundreds, and this is 10,000s place, and this is your hundred thousands place. So I assume that everybody knows your place value, so it's quite easy. So I won't spend too much time on this. If you need any help, raise your hand. Okay, if you're not sure, you raise your hand. We can still answer a few questions. Okay, question two, the answer is one. All right, how to get one? When you see a number line, you need to count the gaps. You cannot guess the number. Right, you have to count the gaps. Like for example, 2.9 to 3.0. There is how many gaps? Two units. And 3.0 minus 2.9, that will give you 0.1. You need to find how big. How big is the gap? All right, so how big is one gap? Okay, so we need to add one more thing. 2.6, 2.9, 3.0, very small. Can you make it look a little bigger? Just make it look a little bigger. Just add a zero behind. It looks a bit larger now. And so your 2 unit is 0.10. Then 1 unit will be, you take 10 divided by 2, that will be 0.05. Okay, 0.05. That's 1 unit. Then you start counting lah. Okay, so 2.9, 0. You count backwards, right? You count backwards, that will be 2.85. How do you get 2.85? You minus 1 unit, minus away 0.05. Okay, so for this kind of question, what must you do? You need to count how many units are there. How many gaps are there? Like from 2.60 to 2.90, how many gaps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? 6 gaps. And then your 6 unit will be how big? You take 2.90 minus 2.60, you will get 0.30. Okay? And then how do you find one gap? Do less working. Paper one, you cannot have too much working. 30 divided by 6 is actually 5. So 1 unit is 0.05. Isn't that the same? All right. So you need to count the gaps, right? You cannot guess the number. Okay, number three. Answer number one. Okay, how do you divide fractions? Keep, change the divide to times, flip. So keep, change, flip. All right, so cancel, cancel. You learn primary 5 how to shortcut. Cancel, cancel. 6 divided by 2, 4 divided by 2. Right? And then cannot cancel already. What do? Then you multiply. 5 times 2 and 3 times 1. So you will get 10 over 3. And your answer is there already. No need to change it to mixed number. So number 1. Okay? All right. Put down the marks there. Right? If you get all correct, you get 3 marks. Okay, let's go to question number 4. All right. What triangle is triangle P? Well, obtuse angle means what? More than 90 degrees. How does it look like? It looks something like this. How do you know it's a obtuse triangle? If you see more than 90, this is called obtuse. Right angle triangle, if you see a right angle, 90 degrees. If the angle looks like 90 degrees, that is a right angle. Equilateral triangle means all sides of the triangle are the same, equal. Isosceles triangle means only two sides are equal, which is your triangle P. But why is triangle P isosceles? Because isosceles triangle can cut into half. It is symmetric. So if I were to take my pencil and cut this triangle into half, I have symmetric. Erase, who is the one? Can you erase the annotation? Don't write anything on the screen. So isosceles triangle, how do you prove that it is isosceles? You just take your pencil and see whether it can cut into half. If you can cut into half, that is isosceles. Two sides are the same. So your answer is number 4. Okay, got it? All right. Equilateral triangle also can cut into half also. Yeah, but isosceles triangle has only two sides equal. So if you look at this triangle, only two sides equal. This side is shorter. You can actually use your eyes to observe that this is the green color line is shorter than the pink color lines. So cannot be equilateral triangle. Number 5. Okay, number 5, you make a mistake. You didn't learn your lesson because we did this before. Answer number 2. Oh, sorry. Yeah, answer number 2, yes. Okay, now, if you have a mistake, it's because you maybe, number 1, reasons why you have a mistake, you do not know how to convert the fraction to ratio. All right, so how do you convert the fraction to ratio? Numerator points to the first group, denominator points to the second group. And then you write your ratio, you have to label 5 is to 6. And the second reason why you may get it wrong is because you didn't have the total in your ratio. and your total is 11. So now can you get the answer? What's the ratio of chickens to the total ducks and chicken? So 5 is to 11. Answer number 2. All right, so number 1 is because you don't know how to convert the fraction to ratio. Second reason is because you didn't have the total. That's why your answer is wrong. Understand? Okay, let's go to the next one. Question number 6. Number 6, your answer is number 2. Okay, number 2, why you get it wrong? Again, because you don't know. Okay, not that you don't know, you forget. Or maybe your teacher never teach, which I don't think so. Now, the word of is what? The of is from. You get it wrong because you didn't know that the word is from. So, point C is southeast from which point? Where is your southeast? Second reason why you didn't get the answer correct because you never draw your compass. So where is your southeast? Your southeast is here. Okay, southeast. So you have to draw the compass first. So you take your pencil and you look for point C, right? And then you go southeast, right? Go southeast. But where do you start from? You start from here, and then you go southeast, and you will come to point C, right? So you have to know where to start from, which I don't know. But if I go southeast, I will come to point C. So which point do I start from? I start from point B. So answer number 2. Do you understand? Hello? Understand, right? Understand, right? Okay. Yeah, let me see some expression now. Otherwise, I don't know whether you understand or not. Okay, so this is what you need to understand. Off is from. Okay, tabulate your marks. All right, every question is 1 mark. Question 7. The answer is number 3. All right. Now, those of you who have a mistake, also because you forgot what is at least. At least means what? You have 1 child or more than that. So which family have 1 child over here, right? And more than that. So 9, 3, and 1. So these are the families who have at least 1 child. So you have to include 1 and more. Okay, at least 1. So what fraction of the families? So you have to find the total families. So you add them together, I think you get 20. So what fraction of the families have at least 1 child? So there will be 13 families who have at least 1 child. So 13 over 20. Answer number 3. Okay, so you must understand what is at least. Very important. Simple concept. Okay, question number 8. Your answer is number 3. Okay, number 3. Okay, now let's look at one by one. So this is a rhombus. What is a rhombus? A rhombus is a diamond or is a slanted square. Slanted square. All sides are equal. So is WX equal to ZY? WX equal to ZY? Is it parallel? Yeah, it's parallel because rhombus have opposite sides. They are parallel. True. Okay. XYZ. Where is your XYZ? Here. All right. And how do you recognize the angle? X, Y, Z. So please know how to find the angle. It's equal to XWZ. So XWZ. Are these two green color angles equal? Yes. Properties of rhombus is what? Opposite angles are equal. Okay, opposite angles are the same. So true. WZY. Where's your WZY? WZY. This angle is equal to ZWX. Where is your ZWX? ZWX. Look at these two black color angles. Are they equal? Now, if I use my eyes to see, I can see that this angle is acute and this angle is obtuse. They are not equal. But they add together is how many? They add together is 180 degrees, which is an important property. Those who came for my lesson today, when you see two lines that are parallel, remember the angles between the two lines that are parallel add together is 180. Must remember this property. All right? But they are definitely not the same, not equal. So your answer is number 3. Number 3 is false statement. Okay? Now, Miss Now said one more time. If you see angles, if you see two lines that are parallel, as long as there are two lines that are parallel, the angles between the two lines, they will add together 180. This will help you to solve the very hard questions in paper 2 or even paper 1. Okay? And how about WZY? WZY is where? WZY is the green color angle and XYZ is where? XYZ is here. Okay? So statement 4, is it true or false? Is also true because again you have two lines that are parallel, all right, and the angles between these two lines that are parallel add together is also 180 degrees, which is your statement 4. Your 4 is also true. Okay. All right. Let's go to question number 9. Now, question number 9, the answer is number 3. Okay, now why you have a mistake is number 1, because you didn't change the liters to cm cube. When you do math, remember, liters, cm, not the same. You must make it the same. All right, every question that you do in math must make sure the units are all the same. So how do you change the liters into ml or cm cube? Multiply by 1000. And you must know how to shift decimal point to the right. So 1, 2, 3. Primary 5, you learned that. So put the 0 in the empty basket, arrowhead, decimal point, and the 0 behind. So how many cm cube? 4,800 cm cube. That is the water inside. All right. Okay, what percentage of the tank is filled with water? Shortcut. Now, when Miss Tong says shortcut, open your eyes very big because there is a shortcut to do faster. Change the percentage to fraction. What fraction of the tank? So you have to go and find the volume of the tank. 20 times 30 times 50. Shortcut. 2 times 3, 6. 6 times 5, 30. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 zeros. So what fraction of the tank, which is 30,000, was filled with water? 4,800. Get your fraction. Okay, this is a shortcut. Then how to make the denominator into 100? Very simple. Cancel 2 0. Cancel 2 0. Right? And then can you now change the denominator to 100? Yes, I can, because I got 300 divide by 3, I get 100, and 48 I divide by 3, I get 16. So what percentage? 16%. Do you understand? Shortcut. Okay, shortcut lah. Okay, let's go to question 10. Okay, question 10. Okay, what is the total volume? Now you make a mistake for this. Also, you okay, we did that before already, in our last few paper 1. Answer number 4. Okay, how to get the total volume? You need to count the cubes. And how do you count the cubes? This is how you count. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, and those of you who get a mistake, your answer must be what? Okay, let me show you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 13, 14, right? 14. Okay, so how many cubes are there now? There are 14 cubes in the figure. 14 cubes, huh? Okay, now, do you see the word 2 cm cube? So you need to find the volume of 1 cube. What is the volume of 1 cube? 2 cm times 2 cm times 2 cm. Right? That is called 2 cm cube. It means every side is 2 cm. So the volume of 1 cube is 8 cm cube. And then how do you find the total volume of the figure? Then you add up all the cubes, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 10 plus 3, 13. There are 13 cubes, right? And what is the volume of 1 cube? That will be 8 centimeter cube. Then what's the total volume? 13 times 8. That will give you 104 centimeter cube. Got it? Right? Those have a mistake. These are all something that expose your weakness. All right? When you have a mistake, it means that this is something that you need to watch out and understand how to do next time. Okay, question 11. Okay, copy down ready? Okay, let's go to question 11, algebra. Those who learn algebra in my class, you should know. Those who haven't, never mind. Okay, just follow. Question 11, the answer is number 4. Okay, number 4. Okay, uh, remember Miss Tang told you, if you don't know how to do, right, you do the primary tree method. What's the primary tree method? Primary tree method means change the letter m into a number. So let's choose a number. Let's choose a small number, maybe 4 years lah. Okay, 4 years. Okay, so now can we do already? Become a simple problem. No letter. John is 4 years old now. So in 12 years' time, his father will be 4 times as old as he. So can you find how old is John in 4 years' time? So you take 12 plus 4 equals 16. So you have to write all the steps if you want to do this algebra problem. So this is John. John is 16 years, right? In 12 years' time. And the father will be 4 times. What must you do? Then you take 16 times 4 to get the age of the father, right? The age of the father. Okay? And then what do you do? And then after that, how old is John's father now? So what do you do? Then you take 48 and you minus 12. Okay, now for this question is a bit different because you realize that when you copy the step, it is a bit different. How come the steps? How come if I copy the steps, what happened? If I copy the steps, it doesn't look like the answers there. So which means that sometimes the primary tree method doesn't work all the time. right? It doesn't work all the time. For example, if I copy the step 12 plus 4, so what do I do? M plus m 12 plus 4, right? So I should be taking 12 is 12 m is 4, right? So I should be taking 12 plus 4. Sorry, 12 m plus 12, sorry, m plus 12. Okay, m plus 12. Okay, so you copy the step. So you okay, copy the step, there's a plus there. So n plus 12. And then later, what do you do? And then later, you will have to times times uh times 4, right? So you take n plus 12 times 4. Okay, so it's going to be a bit hard over here. Yeah, it's going to be a bit hard. So you have to times 4. And then later you have to minus 12 to find how old is the father now. Okay, I think I got a mistake here. The answer is not number 4. The answer is number 3. Do you get number 3? Yeah, because n plus 12, then you times 4. What do you get? You get actually 4n plus 48. And then later you have to minus, the last step is to minus. So 4n plus 48, then you minus 12, and you will get 4n plus 36. Your answer is number 3. Okay, not number 4 just now. Okay, but if it's a bit confusing, okay, if you find that it's a bit confusing for this primary tree method, then never mind. There is still another way. What is the another way? The another way is just to use your algebra. Okay, just to use your algebra. Someone erase all this if you find that it's a bit confusing. But usually, primary tree method is quite easy. If you use a primary tree method, you can get the answer quite easily. But this one is a bit, okay, maybe a bit harder. All right, so what do you do if you find that it's a bit hard to use the primary tree method? Then simple. Okay, look carefully. John is m years old now. In 12 years' time, his father will be 4 times as old as he. So can you find how old is John in 12 years' time? Just write on top. Right on top. Okay, this is the lesson. This is how you can do well for algebra. Put the number on top, the person. And then the father will be 4 times. So what do you do? Then you must times 4. So if you don't know how to times 4, never mind. You just repeat. Repeat repeat 4 times. Okay, repeat 4 times, and you just add them together, and you get 4m plus 48. So the father was 4m plus 48 in 12 years' time. That's the father's age in 12 years' time. How old is the father now? Then you have to minus 12 because 4m plus 48 is the future, right? How old is the father in the future? So you have to minus 12 and you get 4m plus 36. All right, this is algebra method, which you're supposed to actually do that in the exam. But if you don't know how to do that, then you have to use primary tree method. What is primary tree method? Change the letter m to a number, into a number, and then write out the steps, and then later copy the steps to get your algebra answer. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on. So answer is number 3. Just now we put down number 4. There was a mistake. So number 3. Okay, question number 12. Question number 12, what's the answer for number 12? The answer is number 4. Okay, now, do you realize that this question you have seen before, but you may not know how to do? But it's actually quite simple. Container with ball A is 4170 gram. All you have to do is write out the equation. Break down the problem like this. Can you see that? Container with ball A is equal 4170 grams. The mass of the same container with ball B, with means plus, together with ball B, is 4650 grams, right? And the total mass of the same container with both ball A and ball B is 6170 grams. So if you write like that, I think can solve already, right? See? This is okay, then what do you do? Then you can container plus A is 4170. Can you find B? You take the total minus 4170, you get 2000, right? So if B is 2000, can you find the mass of the container? You take the total 4650 minus 2000, you will get 2650 grams, which is the container B. Bailing, understand bailing? Okay, right? So this is how you break down the problem into something like this. Write out the equations. Okay, right, copy down quickly. And we go to the next one, which is a one entire page, right? Your bar graph. Okay, done. Okay, let's move on. Okay, question 13 is a one whole page. So in PSLE, you may have one question, which is the entire page. Does it look hard? No, it may not look hard. It just look tricky. So let me give you the answer. Who get answer 3? Anyone get 3? Okay, quite not many, Okay, now you will have to do what? Well, okay, there are no numbers on the bar graph, but you can actually call them units. Yeah, units. So the bicycle is actually 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit. Motorcycle is more than 1 unit, which I don't know. Please do not go and anyhow put 1.2 unit. You cannot, we are not sure, so we cannot just write anything there. The train also, we don't know how many unit, but it's definitely more than 2 units. Okay, let's put the numbers. Bicycle 5. 1 unit is 5. 2 unit is 10. Wow, correct. Then the car is 3 unit is what? 15. Because 1 unit is 5. So 3 unit must be 5 times 3. So correct. Then you come to motorcycle. 3. Eh? Motorcycle is the least. But how come the motorcycle bicycle is not the lowest? It is supposed to be the lowest, right? But what happened? You are supposed to have the least motorcycle, but your motorcycle is not the lowest. Your motorcycle must be the lowest, then it's correct. So number one is wrong. Can you see the motorcycle is higher than the bicycle? So that tells you that your motorcycle is more than 5 actually. All right. Okay. Number two. Number two, let's look at if your bicycle is, let's put 5, let's put down 10. Now you can actually put all this down and then you see whether is it correct or wrong. So you put all these numbers there. Okay. Oh, it seems like correct, If you look at the numbers you put on the bar, it's like correct, So let's see. Uh, do you realize that what do you see? You realize that this is 10. Okay, there are 2 units here, right? Because the bus is 2 units. Okay, then what happened? If the bus is 2 unit, how can this bicycle be 5? Because if 2 units is 10, then your 1 unit must be until here, ma. Your 1 unit must be 5, must be until here. But how come the bar for the bicycle is more than 1 unit? So do you see something wrong here? Right? So Bailey can see something wrong. The bus got 2 units, right? Which is 10. Then your 1 unit must be 5. So, but the bicycle rectangle is more than 1 unit. So that's why something wrong with number 2. So it's a bit tricky lah. You must be able to see all these things. Then let's go to number 3. Let's put the 5, 10, 15, 3, and 8. Okay, let's see. Oh, 1 unit. Bicycle is 1 unit. How you know that? Because it's until the line. Bus is 2 unit. Nothing wrong. Car is 3 unit. Yes. And the motorcycle, the bar is the lowest. Oh, correct. The bar is the lowest. So that's why the is correct for the motorcycle. Then the train is more than 1 unit, but less than 2 unit. More than 5, but less than 10. So correct. So these two are correct. So they are the right heights. So answer number 3. Can see that? So a bit tricky. Easy, but yet a bit tricky. Right? Then how about number 4? Oh, number 4. 5, 10, 15, then 3, then you got 8. Again, you can see that the bus is what? This is what? This is more than 2 units already, right? The bus is actually more than 2 units, and the bicycle is more than 1 unit. So the numbers here doesn't match because if because it doesn't match, right? So that's why we are not sure. Okay, so number 4 is out. Got it? All right. So this is how this is how, and also you see that what bicycle and train, how come they are the same height? Do you see the same height? About the same height, but what happened? The numbers not the same. Can see that? So statement 4 is wrong. Okay, because bicycle and train got the same bar, same height, but numbers not the same. Okay, so be very careful when you do all this in the PSLE. All right, so tricky lah. It's a bit tricky. All right, next one. Let's quickly move on. What is the total percentage discount? Your answer is number 2. All right, now, why you get a mistake? Number 1, because maybe you don't know how to find the discount. There is a 20% discount on the back. So can you find how much is the 20% discount? 20% times the original price. Okay, and change the percentage to fraction, and then you multiply by 40 and cancel. So cancel 1 0, cancel 1 0, cancel 1 0, cancel 1 0. Okay, shortcut. And then you have 2 times 4, you will get 8. And then 1 times 1, you get 1. So how much is the 20% discount? $8. Okay, members are given a further discount of $8 also. So what is the total percentage discount? Now, you get it wrong is because you forgot that you write as a fraction first. Always write your fraction first. So the numerator is the total discount, which is $8 plus the additional $8 discount. So that is your numerator. And what's the denominator? Original price. And then make the denominator into 100. So divide by 4, you get 4 over 10. 10 times 10, 4 times 10. So how many percent? What is the total percent discount? 40%. Total percent discount. Do you understand? Got it? Okay, let's go to last question, 15. All right, question 15, your answer will be number 2. Okay, number 2. So if you get it wrong, you need what? You need a line. This is what you need, line method. And you put down 11 a.m. Oh, did I record the lesson now? Did I record the lesson? Oh, okay. Phew. I thought we still forgot to record the lesson. Otherwise, we have to start from question 1 again. No, of course not. We are not going to start from question 1. Okay, so can everybody remind me to record the lesson? Right, before we start the lesson, just remind me, just in case I forget. Yeah, otherwise you can't refer. You can't refer to the video. Okay, so you have 11 a.m. to 6:05 p.m. All right, so very important line because you need to cut the first hour and that will be until 12 p.m. How much is the first hour? $1.20. Then cut half an hour. Wow, there's a lot of hours. There's a lot of half an hour to cut. So are you going to cut? No, don't cut. You will need to work smart a bit. Jump to 6 p.m. Jump to the nearest hour. So 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. is how many half an hour? You have 6 hour, and 6 hour is how many half an hour? That will be 6 times 2, right? That will be 12 half an hour, right? So you have actually 12 half an hour. Okay, I hope you understand how you get 12 half an hour because 1 hour, you have 2 half an hour. So if there are 6 hours, then there will be 12 half an hours. Okay, and how much is 12 half an hour? 12 times 50 cents, you will get $6. And your 5 minutes here is your part thereof, which is another 50 cents. So you plus them together, you will get how much? You will get $7.70. Got it? So some of you can cut many half an hour, but you must work smart because paper one, not a lot of time. So you jump to nearest hour and then 6 hour is how many half an hour? 6 hour is 12 half an hours. Okay? All right, so we are done with the booklet A. So add up your marks for this page, and then we go to booklet B. Okay, booklet B and your 4 operations. Okay, so far, do you have a lot of mistakes in booklet A? Hope not, lah. Okay, let's go to question 16. Answer 66. Okay, how to get 66? Now, you arrow sign to show what you do first. 100 divide by 10. Copy down everything else. Divide, plus, and times. Do the divide first. All right? Do step by step. Some of you do divide and times at the same time. But Mr. will encourage you to do one step at a time. So 10, then plus 8, then times 7. Then now you got plus and times. You do the times first. So 10 plus 56, and that's how you get your answer, step by step. All right, you don't break up. Those of you who break up your step, that is not correct. Okay, what is break up? Break up means you do this. If you are doing this, you are in danger. Because why? Because you may lose track of what you are doing. This is called break up the steps. So we don't do that. Okay? If your teacher teach that, I think should not do that lah. Okay? All right, let's go to number 17. Okay, number 17, AB and ED. So why are they? Why are they parallel? Okay, now you don't just use your eyes to see that they are parallel. As long as you see square boxes, right, you can prove it, right? Many of you, you know that, oh, these two lines are parallel, but if I ask you to prove it, can you prove it or not? How do you prove it? Those of you who have done construction, the lesson that I teach you on construction, you count the squares, remember? So how long is this line? So you count 1, 2, and then go down 2. So 2 by 2. This is 2 by 2, right? 2 by 2. How do you know whether the line is parallel? You look at this ED and you also count 2 by 2. So 1, 2, and go right 1, 2, and guess what? The line cuts through the point here. So do you see the 2 pink color lines? There are 2 pink lines, right? They have the same numberings, so they are parallel. And that's how you prove it. That's how you prove they are parallel. Okay? So you count the squares. There is a reason for the square boxes for you to count. Okay, let's go to number 18. Okay, number 18, your answer is 5. Okay, 5. Yeah, Chavez, you look so happy. You are smiling. Okay, you get the answer correct? No, I hope so. Okay, yes. Okay, good. Shortcut. When Mr. say shortcut, open your eyes and ears very big. Shortcuts. 7 buns is 350 grams. Shortcut is the arrow. You need to have the arrow, right? And then you want to find how many buns can be used for 250 grams. So what do? You jump. Okay, you can divide by 7. Okay, you get 1 bun. And then over the other side, you also divide by 7. You get 50. And then 50 times what equal to 50? 50 times 5. And then on the opposite side, you also do the same. You times 5. And that will be 5 buns. Okay, 5 buns. Got it? So, but is this a shortcut? Not. Okay, this is a shortcut when you don't need to find how many is 1 bun, but you can still jump. All right, you jump, jump, jump without having to find 1 bun. But in this question, we still have to find 1 bun. Okay, but in some questions, we don't need to find 1 bun. We can jump already. We can jump a few steps to get the answer. So that's called the shortcut. All right? Okay, so whenever you see this kind of question, what must you do? Put the arrow, because the arrow will tell you what? That you must do jumping. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 19. You have a mistake for this. Again, you never learn your lesson. So what's the fraction? 1 over 125. So did anybody get 8 over 10 and then simplest form 4/5? Is your answer this one? If your answer is this one, you are tricked already. Okay, why are you tricked? Because when you change the percentage to fraction, there should be no symbol. Like 0.8 is 8 over 10, but still got percentage. There's still a percentage there, right? So you did not change to fraction yet. There's still a symbol there. So how do you change to fraction? Very simple. Okay. Now remember, last lesson, 1% change it to fraction is what? 1 over 100, right? Just over 100. So 0.8% just over 100. Primary 5, just over 100. But this is a funny fraction. There's a decimal. Never mind. Just times 10 to get rid of the decimal point, and you times 10 below. And shift the decimal point to the right, 8.0. 8.0 is 8. 100 times 10 is 1000. That's your fraction. And simplest form. So 8 divided by 8, 100 divided by 8, 125. Okay? So this is how you change the percentage to fraction. So 0.8 over 100. Get your get your fraction. And if there is a decimal point, then how do you get rid? Just multiply by 10 to get rid of the decimal point. Clear? Okay, this
So what if
yeah,
I never simplify?
uh if you never simplify, I think you will still get the answer correct. I think so lah, because the question never asks you to simplify, so it's fine. But always try to automatic simplest form. Whether question says or not, just automatic lah, just simplest form. Okay, question 20 is a P4 question. But some of you may have difficulty trying to do this. So there is a lesson here. So lesson here is you mark out the corners. Okay, primary 4 they learn this. And then what do? Then you do tracing. From this, start anywhere you want. Start from here and then you go here. All right, so how many squares from the dot to the line of symmetry? So you count 1, 2, 3. 3 squares across the river. So you come to the river, which is a line of symmetry, then you cross the river and then you go 1, 2, 3. And that is your line here. Okay, then continue to trace to the next dot. How many squares to the river? So you have 1 square to the river, right? 1 square. Then opposite side, you also go 1 square. And then you join. Okay, join using ruler. Okay, then from here, you go to the next dot. How many squares to the river? That will be 2 squares. 2 squares to the line of symmetry. Opposite, you also go 2 squares until here. Okay, and you join. And then continue to trace to the last point. And then do the same on the opposite side. Okay, don't write on the screen. Who is writing on the screen, right? Otherwise, you'll confuse everybody. So can you don't write anything on the screen? Mr. is going to remove the annotation. Okay, so don't write anything on the screen, okay? So that Mr. only can write. Okay, that's how you do the how you draw the other symmetric half. Okay, let's go to question 21. Okay, can you remove the little Can remove this one. Whoever draw that one can remove that. Okay, now question 21. What's the answer? Your answer is 48. Okay, 48. Okay, now this one can be hard, can be easy, but I think it's easy because why is it easy? All right. Now, primary four, okay, we are talking about primary four lessons. When they see multiple, what they do? They have a table. A table. So Mrs. Ong is between 30 and 50 years old this year. So I'm going to call this year. And her age is a multiple of 6. So I have 6, 12, and blah 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 blah. Okay, 18 all the way until 30 and 50. But you can jump lah. If you think smart, you can jump. But Mr. Ong just continue lah. 30 and then 36 until 50. So 42, these are multiples of 6, 48, and then 54. Okay, so if this is how you have a table to put your multiples inside. Next year, then you have a label. Next year, 7. Then this will be 13. Am I correct? 19, 25, 31, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, all these things. Okay, but which numbers do we look at? Which numbers do we look at? We don't look at this one. Because why? Because we are looking for what? We are looking for between 30 and 50. So she cannot be 30, right? So we don't look at this one. She cannot be 54 years now. So your answer is somewhere between here and here. Am I correct? All right, so you do this way, but it's a bit slow lah this way. Okay, so how old is Mrs. Ong this year? So you have to check. Next year, her age is a multiple of 7. Can you find which one is a multiple of 7? 49 is a multiple of 7. So how old is she this year? 48. Answer. Do you understand what I'm talking about? All right, so when you have multiples, this is what you do. All right, when you have multiples, you have to create a table, and you do this. Create a table, right? And then you can find the number that you want. Okay, got it? All right. Okay, let's go to question 22. Okay, question 22. Wow, this one. Question 22, if you get it wrong, okay, Miss Wan tell you why you don't know how to do. Answer is 1 is to 11. Okay, 1 is to 11. Okay, now, this is a ratio question because the question asks you to find the ratio, but there is no ratio inside the problem. So can you change the percentage and the fraction to ratio? So the question is, do you know how to do that? So pay attention now. This is a very important lesson because if you are using ratio method, you must know how to change the percentage and fraction to ratio. 25%, number one, change it to fraction first. First step. Okay. Then 1/4 of the small square are shaded. How do you break up the 1/4 into ratio? Shaded is 1, and the small square is total 4. Denominator is talking about the total, which is a small square. So 1 is to 4. Is there a total in this ratio? Don't have. There's no countable things. So I will not put the total here because there's no countable things. No children, no things. All right, go to the second fraction. 1/8 of the big square are shaded. So the big square has how many? The big square has 8, and 1 is shaded. So you need to label. You must label. Okay, because once you label, then you can compare. Okay, Valerie, must turn on the video, Valerie. Otherwise, Mr. cannot see you. All right, must always turn on the video. Okay, so you have two ratios already. So what do? You go and find what is the same. Do you see the same? Shaded, and same number. Wow, very lucky. Don't have to do anything because they are already the same. So once they are the same, then they are one big family. One big happy family. No need to make any number the same because they are already the same. All right, next step to do is you will have to put inside your diagram. Put the numbers inside the picture. So the small square is 4 unit. So 4 minus 1 become 3, which is the unshaded. And the big square is total, how many? 8 units, right? 8 minus 1, the unshaded is 7. So you have to put the numbers in the picture. That is the next step. Then now can you find the ratio of the shaded to the whole figure? So 3 plus 1, 4. 4 plus 7, 11. And that's how you do. Now, if you follow what I tell you like this, you should know how to do next time already. Right? So number one, the most important thing is, do you know how to change the percentage and the fraction to ratio? Ratio like this. Otherwise, you can't do all this. You must know how to change it to ratio first. Okay? All right, let's go on to question 23. Okay? Question 23. Now, this one is like a primary three. This one looks quite easy. The answer is 15.6 cm. And how do you get 15.6? You look at the longer pencil, that is 1 cm. And then this is what? Oh, you have to start counting already. But you have to count the gaps. Count the gaps from between 10 to 11. How many gaps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 units, which is how big? So you take 10 minus 9, that will be 1 cm. Okay, but no calculator. How do you find 1 unit? You will have to change the, you will have to take 1 divided by 5. What is 1 divided by 5? There's a shortcut. Okay, shortcut. 1 divided by 5 is also 1 over 5. Okay, and make the denominator into a 10. Right? You get 2 over 10. So what is your decimal? 0.2. So that's a shortcut. If we don't have calculator, but can we shortcut? You take 1 divided by 5, which is a fraction, and then make the denominator into a 10. 2 over 10 is 0.2. So start counting. So the pencil is until where? The pencil is 10.2. Okay, the pencil is 10.2. So you write down here 10.2. Okay? All right, how about the shorter pencil? 0. And this is what? This is 6.2. All right, so what's the length of the longer pencil? Then you take 10.2, go and minus 1, do your working. 10.2 minus 1, you will get 9.2. And then 6.2 minus 0 is still 6.2, right? And then you plus them together. Did I have a mistake? Hang on for a while. This is 10.4. Sorry, 10.4. This sounds wrongly. 10.2, 10.4. Okay, 10.4. So 10.4 minus 1 is 9.4. Writing error. This is 9.4. Okay, so the longer pencil is how many? The longer pencil is 9.4 and the shorter pencil is 6.2 cm. And then you find their total length, just plus them together, and you will get 15.6, which is your answer. 15.6 cm. That's the total length. Are you clear? So every time you see this kind of number line, okay, number line, you have to count the gaps. How many gaps equal to how big, how many, then 1 gap equal to how many. All right, this is what I mean. 5 unit is how many, 1 unit is how many. Then you can find the how long is the pencil. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Question number 24. And that's a hard question. Okay, question 24. In your PSLE, you will have a few hard questions. And if you are very unlucky, you have more hard questions. Okay, so this is one of the hard questions. The answer is 36 centimeters square. Anybody get the answer correct? We all got the answer correct, but did anybody help you? Yeah. Okay, now this one is a bit, okay, it's a bit not easy, but can be very easy if you see something. Shaded rectangle, join to 2 big square and 1 small square. Take note of the word identical, means they are the same. Okay? And what's the area of the shaded rectangle? Oh, okay, how to find? Okay, this one is a little, okay, hard lah. Okay, do you see this side? This side and this side? Add together how many? 13. Okay? The pink and the green is 13, right? Now I show you something. It will become very easy. Same, right? Same, right? And then where's the green color? Here, right? So how long is this green and the pink line? Isn't that what? Isn't that also 13? Am I correct? Yeah, also 13, right? So now can I find how long is this one? 22 minus 13. So the square must have a side of 9 cm. And if the square has a side of 9 cm, this is also 9 cm. So I have the length of the rectangle, which is 9. Okay, then how about the breadth of the rectangle? Then if the side of the square is 9, every side of the square, the big square, right, is 9 cm, right? Then I got 13 here minus 9, I get 4. Oh, that's the breadth of the rectangle already. I got the length also. Can I find the area of this rectangle now? 9 times 4, 36. 36 centimeters square. Okay? Got it? So how to do this kind of question? You may have to use colors. Colors. Like pink color for the longer side, green color for the shorter side. Why use colors? Because you have identical squares. So you may want to see what? Whether you want to see whether this pink and this green, how long is that? Yeah. So using colors to help you to see better. Okay? Got it? All right, Aubrey, you understand, Aubrey? Okay. So this one is a bit hard, lah, but yet when you understand, it become like very easy also. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's move on. Question number 25. Your answer is
Get a
the,
back never feel my dope, please.
sorry, yes, Josh, what do you say? Somebody say something? Who is saying something? And anyone asking a question? Anybody? Nobody, yeah? Okay, let's go to 25 cm. I mean, let's answer is 25 cm for the next one. Okay, now, how to get 25 cm? All right, a rectangular tank 6 cm long and 5 cm wide is 4 feet filled with water. Now, later on, when you do volume, when you do your level 2, for those in my class, level 2, if you see volume question and there's a fraction, you must put something inside. Your picture cannot be very clean. 1/5 empty, 4/5 water, 5/5 everything. 5/5 is everything. So you have to put all this inside. Okay, and then it contains 600 ml of water. Put, then what do you see now? Can do already. So your 4/5 is 600. Yep. Then you find 1/5. 1/5 is 600 divided by 4, 150 ml. Then how do you find the height of the tank? To find the height of the tank, you must know everything. You must know the entire volume, which is 5/5. So 150 times 5, you get 750 ml. Correct? Yeah, but be very careful because cm, ml, not the same. So change it to cm cube. Okay, so the whole volume, this entire volume is 750 cm cube. What is the lesson here? The lesson here is your picture cannot be very clean. You must put something into your picture. So now can we find the height of the tank? And there's a shortcut. What's the shortcut? Write your formula. Length times breadth times height equal volume. Okay? All right. Then how do you find the question mark? 6 times 5, 30. And then work backwards. 750 and you divide by 30. Cancel 1 0, cancel 1 0. 75 divided by 3, 25. So your answer is what? 25 centimeter, which is the height of the tank. Do you understand? Are you clear? So you put fractions. You see fractions in volume question. What do? Put the fraction inside into the picture, right? And then become easy already. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 26. Question 26. Okay, this one is easy. All right. Answer will be 105 centimeter cube. Okay, those who get it wrong is because maybe you counted the cubes wrongly. So how do you find the volume of the rectangular box? You will have to find the what? You have to find the total cubes that the box can contain. And how to do that? Look at the length. Count the cubes along the length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put 7. Can see? Put 7. And then how about the breadth? The breadth a bit hard. On the right side is a bit hard. You go opposite side and see. Opposite. Can you see the opposite side? Can you see that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the breadth is 5 cubes. Can you see that? And then how about the height? The height will be how many? The height will be 1. Okay, I use a different color. 1, 2, and 3. The height is made of 3 cubes. So now can you find the total cubes in the box? So 7 times 5 times 3. And that will give you what? 105. But if you put your answer as this, wrong. Because that is the total cubes, the number of cubes. You need to find the volume. So you must take 1 cm times 1 cm times 1 cm to find the volume of a cube. This is 1 cube. Then what's the volume of 105 cubes? You multiply by 1 cm cube to get the total volume. And that's your answer. Okay? So be careful. Miss Ong said, emphasize already. There is a big difference between this and this. This is wrong. This is how many cubes. This is volume, which is correct. Okay? Got it? Okay, copy down quickly and make sure that you're not looking at something else. Kevin, your eyes are looking at the screen with the right thing, with the questions in the on the screen, not some other videos or something else. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, question number 27. Okay, answer is what? Answer is $1.60. Okay, how do you get $1.60? Mrs. Tan bought 8 apples during the special offer. Without the special offer, how much more will she have to pay? So you look at the original price, 95 cents per apple. You just take 95 cents and you multiply by 8. Okay, I'm going to do a bit faster because I think you can work out the answer yourself. So I will use my calculator, 95 times 8, you will get $7.60. Okay, I'm sure you can multiply yourself. All right, 8 apples for $6. So if 8 apples is $6, then how much she will have to pay if there is no sale, no special offer? Then $7.60, which is the original price minus your special price, and you have to pay as $1.60 more if there's no special offer. Okay, so this one is quite easy. So hopefully you get the answer correct. Question 28. How do you find ABG? Right, remember those of you who came for my lesson today and those who are coming on Saturday. Now, if you see angles problem, you need to put down the question mark. Number one, put the question mark. All right, and then number two, put down what? Put down some interest, put down some arrow signs there to show you their lines parallel because there are important properties when you see lines that are parallel. Okay, next step, what do you do? Next step is to look for angles that are easy to find. So what is this angle here? In a parallelogram, let's revise. Opposite angles in a parallelogram are the same. So your part A, 45 degrees. Opposite angles in the parallelogram are equal, the same. Okay, next one, CBG. Where is your CBG? So you have a CBG, which is here. You're supposed to find this angle. All right, so what answer is that? All right, remember that important property that Miss Long told you? The lines that are parallel. If you see two lines parallel, right? So what happened? The angles between them add together is 180 degrees. So can I get this black color angle? I must take 180 minus 45 minus 60 and I will get what? I will get 75 degrees. So my this question mark is 75 degrees. Why? Because the angles between the two lines they are parallel add together is 180. Okay, this is a very important property. You forget, you cannot do the hard questions, the 3 mark, 4 marks. Okay, all right, copy down quickly. Let's go on to the next one. 2 more questions to go. Okay, next one is algebra again. Okay, let's go look at algebra. Okay, John had 24K marbles. What's the answer first? 60K minus 16. Okay, that's your answer. All right, 60K minus 16. All right, and let's see how we do that. Okay, now John had 24K marbles. Now, if you don't want to do the primary tree method, all right, then you do this. Kevin had 16 fewer than John. I think Mr. want to do even faster. Okay, I would want to put on top. I want to do faster in the exam. What do? I put above the person. Kevin had 16 fewer than John. So fewer than means you minus. Okay, so Kevin got 24K minus 16. When you have fewer than you minus. Mike had half as many as John. John got 24K, right? So if you have half, then you divide by 2. So 24K divided by 2. So what is 24K divided by 2? That will be 12K. So Mike has 12K. Okay, got it? So you got 3% already. So now can you find what? Can you find the total? So what's the total? Plus them together. Very simple. So you take 24K minus 16 plus 24K plus 12K. And if you don't know how to add them together, Mr. Long has taught you already. You circle, right? Circle and put them together. Put the same groups together. Like put the K's together. right? The groups with the K's, right? And then like this, arrange them so that the groups together are the same. And then 24K plus 24K is 48K. 48K plus 12K will be 60K minus 16. Correct? Yep. Okay, understand? All right, so that's question 29. Okay, so we come to the last question. Okay, are you clear so far? So Valerie, understand so far, Valerie? Okay, so whenever you come for the paper one lesson, your marks are low because of the mistakes. It doesn't mean that you're no good. It shows what? It shows that these are the areas that you're not so good at. So you will need to what? Need to revise and correct the mistakes so that you become better when you do the same questions. Okay, next one, question 30, the Mr. Ong favorite. Yes, Ruel?
But for question 29, they say in simplest
Oh,
form.
simplest form. Okay, simplest form. So is this a simplest form? Yes, it's a simplest form already. So what is not the simplest form? What is not the simplest form? When you write like this, when you write like this, and then you put that as your answer, that is not correct. That is not the simplest form. Right? Simplest form means you can continue to plus. You continue to plus, you will get what? You will get 60K minus 16 if you continue to plus. Do you understand? All right. So this is not the simplest form. This is you have to simplify. Simplify means to continue to plus and minus to get your final answer. Got it? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Question 30. Okay, now this one, okay, a bit hard, this one. Okay, this is a bit hard. Those who have gone through the construction lesson, uh, okay, this is something. Draw a triangle ACE so that AE is parallel to CB and it has the same area as triangle ABC. All right, okay. So where is a triangle ABC? Oh, there's no triangle ABC, but you can cut it. Cut it. Ah, right? So that's your triangle ABC. And whatever you draw, never use a pen. Always use a pencil. So what's the area of ABC? Okay, revise again. I hope you understand how to find area. Half times base times height. So this is how long? Count. 1, 2, 3, 4. The base is 4. And the height is from the bottom, you can count upwards. 1, 2, 3. Half times 4 times 3. And you get 6. That's the area. So the area of this triangle is 6. 6 units. Okay, then how do you draw the triangle ACE? So the AE is parallel to CB. CB, you have to draw AE. How does your AE look like? Your AE must be parallel to CB. And very simple, very easy. Okay, those of you who struggle to draw this, do you go and find how long is the CB? From here, 1. Go up, 1, 2, 3. 1 by 3. Then from A, you do the same thing. Go up 3, 1, 2, 3. And you go right 1. So it's also 1 by 3. So what am I doing? I am measuring how long is the line CB. 1 by 3, 3 by 1. Okay, 1 by 3, 3 by 1. So you do that for here. 1. Starting point is 0. 0 is a starting point. 1, 2, 3. And you go right 1 also. And that is your line that's parallel. That is the line that's parallel to CB. And what do you call that? That red line? That red line is called AE. That's the red line. And then you want to you want to form a triangle called ACE. So how do you do that? Take a ruler. It's not to have a ruler. Okay, take a ruler and you draw using ruler, and that is how it looks like. Okay, using ruler, Mr. is not using ruler because I can't find a I can't find a ruler now. So you're supposed to connect, join, and that is how you have a ACE, which is your triangle. Okay, that is your part A. Then you ask Mr. Ong, is this red color triangle the same area? Do you know whether this red color triangle is the same area? Well, we can find. Look at this one. Okay, let's double check. This, what's the base? 2. 1, 2. So half times 2. What's the height? What's the height of the triangle above? What's the height of this triangle? You start from here 0, 1, 2, 3. So half times 2 times 3, you get 3. So this triangle on top is 3. And how about the bottom? How about the bottom here? The bottom is what? Half times 2 also, right? The base is 2, right? And the height is what? The height from here, you go down. 1, 2, 3. So the height is also 3. So half times 2 times 3, you get 3. You plus them together, you get 6. So it has the same area. So your triangle ACE has the same area as ABC. Do you understand? One more time. This is what area? This is what? Half times 2 times 3. Okay? Which is over here. And this is what area? Half times 2 times 3 also, which is 3. Plus them together, that's how you get 6, which is the same area as what? Same area as A, B, C. And where's ABC? The green color triangle. Same area. Do you understand? Okay, so this is a bit hard. This part A is a bit hard. Okay, let's look at part B. Now, part B. Okay, part B, and draw a triangle BCF such that CBF is a right angle with BC equal to BF. And that is what kind of triangle? That is isosceles triangle, right? Because BC equal to BF is isosceles triangle. Okay, eyes open big. How long is this line again? This is 1 by 3. Do the same thing. All right, from point B, you count 1, 2, 3, and you go down 1. Take your ruler, connect. Isn't that two sides they are equal? So you have two sides that are equal. So this is your this is your BC what? BCF, right? BCF. So your CB and BF are what? Are equal. Can you see that? And you fulfill the conditions already. So when you draw something, you cannot anyhow draw. You have to make sure you you fulfill what the question says. BC is equal to BF. Isn't that your two sides? They are equal. Then you join. Join. And is this triangle a right angle triangle? Yes, it will be a right angle triangle. Because why? Because you count the dots. When you count the dots, you will have two sides that are equal. You will also form a right angle between the two lines. So what's the lesson for this construction question? The lesson here is how to count the dots to find how long is the line. That is the lesson. Okay, for those who are not in my class, I think your school teacher will talk about that. P5, I don't know, right? But those of you in my lessons, you should know how to count this line, for example. Let me ask somebody, those who came for my lesson, okay, before we end the lesson. Okay, Billing, can you tell me how long is this line? How long is this CF? And the rest of you count also, then you double check.
3 by 5.
Say again.
3 by 5.
3 by 5. Okay, remember, never count the starting dot. Starting dot is 0, 0, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Then go up 1, 2. So it's 4 by 2. All right, 4 by 2. Never, because I told you many times already, never count the starting dot. Starting dot is 0, 0. Got it? All right, so this is what you need to learn, how to count the line using the dots. And then use that to do your construction. Okay, all right. So Berlin, okay, remember that lah. Don't make the same mistake next time already. Okay, so that's how you draw this part A and part B. Okay, any questions for the lesson today? Do you understand the lesson today? Is it clear? Any part that you don't understand, you can stay behind after 9 p.m. to ask me any questions. Okay, right. Next week will be the last paper one lesson. Then we will take a 1 month break and then we resume in April. Okay, so if there's no questions, I'll see you on the next Monday. All right, and those who want to stay behind, you can stay behind. Okay, goodbye. See you next week. Bye bye. All right, anyone want to ask me
Bye.
questions?
Bye, teacher.
Yeah, bye bye. Okay, bye, Ruel. Bye, Valerie. Bye. Okay, Valerie and okay, bye. See you. Okay, you can off the video.